Hello guys, Epic Animal here, and today I'm gonna be messing with a Smash tier list. So I'm gonna list them off how I think they should be and not how they actually are in Smash Ultimate. So I'm gonna go for people like Olimar is apparently like really good in the game, but he shouldn't be. So we're gonna kind of base it on my personal opinion and what I know on these characters and what they're kind of like fit with, and I'll try to make it as best as possible for canon. Canon based, but you know, I'm not that good at Fire Emblem and other things like that. I can do Zelda, but not things like Fire Emblem. So, first off, we're going to go with the not actual fighters. So, these people are people that shouldn't even really be in a fighting game. That includes Duck Hunt, although they're fun to play, and Wii Fit Trainer. She's a trainer, not an actual fighter or something like that. Wii Fit Trainer, Villager, and Isabel, if I can find them. Isabel and Villager. And we also have people like Rob and Dr. Mario. Rob, you might be kind of curious because he is from a really long time ago in the NES days, and he was like actually a robot, which is kind of cool. You could have connected it into the NES and stuff, and he'd do like things like he could like it's like kind of like Nintendo Labo. Where's Dr. Mario? Should be over here. Okay. And next up we got Olimar's actually 0.75 inches, so that's the reason I'm putting him in the not actual fighter thing, but if he was larger, maybe up higher. Up next we got Piranha Plant, and since Piranha Plant is like a normal like thing Mario fights all the time, so it's not really that like difficult to take down. It has fireballs and everything, but like it's not that great. Pichu and Squirtle and Jigglypuff. These guys are good. I mean, they're Pokemon, but they're not like that great in Pokemon. They're pretty. They have evolutions and stuff, but they themselves aren't really supposed to be that great. If I can find Ice Climbers. Ice Climbers is supposed to be. I put Ice Climbers in here because they're Ice Climbers. I put them indie instead of not actual fighters because they kind of There are two of them and they have hammers, so who knows. And next up we got Peach. Actually, we'll go to Peach later. So we got Pac-Man and Mr. Game & Watch for C. Mr. Game & Watch, I just kind of threw him in there with Pac-Man because why not? And Pac-Man from the TV show, his abilities fighting from the TV show and the game, his abilities fighting ghosts, and that's not that great. Like the whole cast from Smash is really, there are no ghosts on there. And from Pac-Man we got Yoshi. Yoshi I was considering to put up higher, but then he's 5'6", I believe, and he's not really that. His ability is swallowing people. It's in one kill, but like then again, it's really not that great because he's only 5'4", and some of the cast is large, like super tall, like Bowser and Rosalina is 7 foot, I believe. And after Yoshi, we got Ivysaur. Ivysaur is slightly better than Squirtle and Pichu, but not that great compared to the people above it. If I can find Ivysaur. Next up, we got Wario. Wario, I didn't even consider. I was just like, okay, you know what? He's a joke. I'm putting him in C. And so, after that, I can't even find Ivysaur. What the heck? Dang, this is so annoying to do. Ivysaur and Daisy. Really, I don't even remember playing Daisy in any of the games whatsoever, so I'm just going to throw her in C. And I'm sure she has the same capabilities of Peach, but I really haven't seen her do much else. What the heck? Why is this? There you go. The Echo Fighters are near their actual. That makes sense. Okay. Sorry. That should be there. And we also got Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong's literally a monkey, and he's got peanut guns. Those aren't going to do real damage. And after that, we got Inkling. Inkling, you guys might hate me for this, but Inkling really shouldn't be up any higher because, I mean, Squirtle can beat Inkling out of all things. Inklings are weak to water, and they have ink. Ink isn't poisonous. People eat it, actually, so. And Inklings are weak to other things of ink. That's it. That's literally it. they could be up higher, but I'm not going to put them any higher because they really lack. They have defense, but they lack the offense to be higher. So I put Peach next to Inkling. Peach and Luigi are pretty much the same. I'm putting Luigi up higher because he can hunt ghosts. That's literally it. Wherever Luigi is. Okay. And next up, we have DDD. DDD is large, but he's a joke in the actual Kirby game. He's not really that great. And we also got, there we go. We also got in this thing, we got Pikachu and Donkey Kong. Pikachu's good and all, but considering that he's not that great in Pokemon, and Red is actually super nerfed in the Sun and Moon game, it's not really that great. And speaking about Pikachu, I am getting Pokemon Let's Go, and there should be some videos uploaded soon on that stuff, so hope you guys can subscribe to see that when that comes out. Bowser Jr., not that great. He's a mini-boss in the actual games, and his father is 10 times better than him. Incineroar, garbage in the actual meta for Pokemon, and it lacks the fighting style. And Lil Mac is a literal boxer, not that strong, but can be considerably strong. Actually, I can put Donkey Kong above Lil Mac, because Lil Mac's also not that great. And up next, we got Mario. Mario's good, but it's really inconsistent. He's got Cappy, but he can only take over certain characters, and nobody on the cast he can take over. So that's why he's not going to be up top any further. And Toon Link. Toon Link is the worst Link out of all the Links, and he's a swordsman, but I don't think he can stand a chance up against any of the other fighters. His bombs are probably his best bet. Next up, we got Greninja and Lucario. Greninja can probably beat a lot of these people up here. Lucario can beat more people on here. So B tier is kind of, you're okay, but you're like mid tier. B tier is mid tier. And so where is Lucario? Man, what is this stuff? I feel like I can even put Lucario up higher, but I feel like he gets outranged by a lot of the characters, especially by the swordsman and further up characters in B+, and A-. If I can find Lucario, that'd be great. I'm seriously so confused. What? I can't see it. I physically can't see it. Okay, we'll move on from Lucario. We'll just take a look at the other guys, and we'll come back when I find him. And so, next up we got Ness, and I played Mother 1, but that was very little, and his magic powers are good, are okay, and they're like paralysis and teleport, PK paralysis, teleport, PK fire. It's okay, and they're kids too, so they're not going to be as physically built as the characters above them. And Ness, there we go. I'm not even sure about Lucas because it never came out in America, so that's that. Oh yeah, and then we got some fighters. I played Street Fighter. I don't think these guys are that strong. They can make B plus A-, but and Falco included, but they're not going to be the best of the best. They're good, but they're not that great. I mean, I'm sure. See, the thing is, even in Street Fighter, some of the characters that have weapons on them, those characters do so much more damage than the actual Ryu and Ken. Okay, so next up we got Zard Boy. Zard has a Mega Evolution, that's why he's in B+- A, and he can outrange a lot of people. That's what gives him the nice ability. Snake, he's got a gun and stuff, and he's not really that great, and he's okay kind of person. Man, this hurts my voice, man. There's so much stuff. Oh, yeah, found Lucario. Lucario would go around there. Maybe even behind Lucas and Ness. Next up, we got a lot of the Fire Emblem characters. Why? Because they're not that great. They're swordsmen. They lack overall long-range stuff. They can get outranged by a lot of people, and that's what gives them a serious disadvantage. But if they get close up into them, they can beat the characters that I'm going to show you guys soon. I mean, that's still debatable, as Fox and them are really good at fighting. I'll put Chrom as the best because according to Fire Emblem Heroes, he is really good. And Lucina. I'm not even sure if Marth is in Fire Emblem Heroes. I have the game, but haven't played it that much. Played like the tutorial. Man, I really need to get more well known. And Ike's he's got a long, really big sword, so I'll just put him in there. He's heavy, but he can't do much. Oh yeah, and Roy, I'm actually not sure if he actually has moves or not, because I didn't do that much research. I know. I'm just like, you know what, Fire Emblems, I'm only going to research on the dudes that have magic. But I also did some research on these guys' tier list and actual Fire Emblem heroes. So, up next we got Samus and Fox's crew. All these guys, they go in here, and then afterwards Samus has armor and all, and that's what gives her the advantage above all of these people in the B+-A group. So this list is really, it's not that great, you can tell, because I didn't do that much research. I did my research, but it wasn't like that great. A lot of the stuff, you gotta play the games to know yourself, to even like really understand a lot of these characters, so you're not gonna get that much stuff going through with them. And if you do notice, I put Samus Zero Suit with the actual Samus because they're somewhat similar. They're the same person, so they're gonna have the same fighting style and skill. Dark Samus is like somewhat like Meta Knight. She's a bad guy. She's not really the main bad guy, but she's usually better than the main bad guy. And so after that, that's it for that tier list. I mean, that group. And up next we got, this is where things get tricky. So first let's put up Mega Man in here. Mega Man has so many suits. That's why, see, Mega Man could have went into B, but his wide variety of suits is what gives him the advantage. Man, my throat is dying from doing all this talking. We're gonna throw in, we'll throw in Corrin. Corrin's got magic and stuff, but it's not that great compared to the other guys. Let's see, Corrin, Mega Man. We got the three beasts after that. These guys are large. They might be slow, but if you do get close range to them, they can be deadly. Ridley is up here, definitely. He can fly. He outranges a lot of people. He's definitely up and moving. And do tell me, the Fire Emblem stuff is going to be really messed up, so do tell me if I'm wrong in the comments below. And what's your opinion, too? And we also got Ganondorf in this area. He's good, but he always gets defeated. I mean, you can beat Ganondorf with a stick in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That tells you a lot. And we also got, I was considering putting Simon in this group range for A, but I was like, nah. I feel like the Vampire Slayers and stuff should be up higher because they got, like, weird powers and stuff. Didn't play the actual games for Castlevania series, so I'm going to be poorly incited. So do tell me if they are better. And, I mean, worse, because they're pretty high up, and God tiers like for literal gods, so. And, anyways, up next we got Link and Zelda group. So, Link, he's good and all, he's fast. A lot of people do think he has the ability to slow down time, and I personally do not know that for sure in Breath of the Wild. That's just it's a theory by people, so I'm not going to go based off of that. Although Meta Knight's up there because of the theory, but we're not going into that right now. So, Sheik, and what else is this guy? Sheik, Zelda. Did I put Zelda up there? Nope. Okay, we'll put Zelda up in here too. Zelda, Sheik, same person. That's why they're up there together. Sheik, Link, young Link has trouble keeping up with Sheik herself, so that means she is powerful, and young Link himself is quite powerful, so we're gonna leave him in there. Oh yeah, I forgot to put Wolf. I just put him up, so hope you guys understand that. After that, I'm gonna place, we're gonna put Cloud. Cloud is very diverse. He has multiple things. He's got guns. He's got weapons. He's really fast. He's amazingly fast, and he can shoot fire. So that means Cloud will be going up there as well. I've never played Final Fantasy, but I did see some gameplay, so that's what I'm going to tell you why he's up there. Next up, we got. I'm not even going to consider putting Pokemon Trainer on there. He's just okay. Next up, we got the S tier, and for S tier, we're talking about like the real. Oh yeah, I forgot to put Bowser up here. And so for S tier, we're talking about like real strong. So we're talking Sonic. Sonic is amazing fast. He's got multiple forms, and he's amazing. And so next up, we got Robin. Robin is the literal god. He's got his like weird dragon form thing. At least that's what I heard about him. He's got his dragon stuff. He's pretty good, and even Chrom had some trouble fighting him. According to Wiki. Don't quote me on that. And next up, we got Shulk. Shulk's future vision was super helpful in the thing. He's got his sword. He's got his multiple abilities and stuff. And Meta Knight. Meta Knight's gonna go up here too. So Meta Knight, why I put Meta Knight up here is because Meta Knight is he's really fast. He's got multiple sword techniques. He looks like Kirby, so that's why I'm putting him up here. No one knows if he's actually Kirby because he's got hands with like actual fingers, and his spectral cape. So I'm not sure if he's actually Kirby, so that's why I'm putting him in S tier. But if he was Kirby, I'd put him up with Kirby as well. So as I said earlier, Simon Belmont and Richter Belmont will be up here as well. And we got Pit and Dark Pit. They're angels. That's why I'm putting them up here, and they also can fly. But, dude, like, I feel like Pit, I haven't played the games. Those are really old games, and I haven't played games till, like, 2008, and that too was, like, Mario. So, I'm not really well diverse in all these games, especially the older ones, so you're gonna see me, like, really mess up on those, unless I get them right somehow. So, last but not least, for this group, oh no, we have two more for this group. We got Mewtwo, the genetic god. So, Mewtwo is really fast. He's based off of Mew, which is the second god Pokemon, something like that, in Pokemon. And Mewtwo is really strong. He's the strongest Pokemon, Mega Evolutions, and can Psychic control most of these guys. Can Psychic mess up. Mewtwo can make it A to S, something around there. And last but not least, Young Link. Young Link is the best Link. According to Game Tier, of course, but he's also really fat. He's got the Ocarina of Time. He's got like the weird beast mode thingy from Majora's Mask. I can't think of it. Oh my god, his deity form, his deity form, really good. He's got Ocarina of Time. He's got all that crazy stuff going around for him. He's got Minish Cap. He can shrink. He can do all sorts of stuff. I like how I say I'm really bad at, like, older games and I'm talking about Minish Cap. That's funny. Okay. Next up, we got the God tier gods. Oh yeah, Bayonetta I'm putting in S tier, but above the angel dudes. Because she's an angel slayer. She's, maybe even above Richter and them. She's got the blue love or something, like the guns. I haven't played Bayonetta, so... Okay, obviously, God tier for literal gods. Rosalina, you're up here. Palutena is also up here. And Kirby has infinite power, according to the wiki. Sakurai has done himself. Can I talk about how many freaking characters are here in this game? So many. And don't forget about the Mii Fighters. Where are they gonna go? Obviously at God tier, because why not? No, I'm kidding. Okay. Mii Fighters, they're you, pretty much, so maybe bottom tier. I remember I played that one game with the actual Mii Fighters on the DS. And sports and all that. Maybe God tier works for them. Okay, I'm joking. Okay, like literally, Pokemon's came out by the time this comes out. Well, this time's on YouTube, and also we're gonna be looking at some Ocarina of Time. Tell me if I should do a randomizer. Might look into it, or if I should just do a playthrough of some good old Ocarina. I mean, not Ocarina of Time. Sorry, Majora's Mask, or if I should do a Legend of Zelda randomizer. Leave it in the comments below. And happy Zelda month. I'll see you guys. Oh yeah, make sure you subscribe so you can look at those videos. I'll see you guys next time. Do remember that this is just my personal, what I think it should be, and see you guys next time.